Sorry.
Damn. How did that happen? That was amazing. Holy shit. Not only is Nick a very talented musician and nice on the eyes, but he is also a skilled basketball player.
That was right on your head.
That was right in the center.
That was great.
Dead center. If it was a little bit to the left, I would be dead right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Unwrap this before this started.
Yeah, this is going to be really loud.
All right, excuse this, everyone.
Oh god, it's so thick.
Dude, this Dutch crunch bread. Oh yeah.
It's so good.
Let's fucking go.
Let's look at this cross section. Okay, it kind of fell apart, but it's fine.
Baby.
It's fine.
Hey everyone. Where did my napkins go? They're under here. Oh, they're mine. Here we go. Welcome to episode number 59 of the Lunchtime Serenade podcast. We are officially 10 weeks away from the best podcast episode. I mean, there's no reason it's going to be the best except for 69. Maybe we'll plan something cool. You know? Maybe we'll plan something special.
Maybe that'll be the hot tub stream.
That'll be the hot tub stream. Episode 69. Let's go.
2 dudes in a hot tub eating food, talking about the internet and
soggy
shit.
ass meat.
Oh, dude, that just fell apart so bad.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get in here. Jesus.
So today we got Ike's Lovin' Sandwiches. I love a good fucking sando. I love Ike's sandwiches. And I just learned that we had one here in Burbank. I was not aware of that.
Neither did I. I thought they were only like on the west side.
Yeah. And apparently they're not. And so I got a Alexander Hamilton. No, what did I get? Not an Alexander Hamilton.
No.
Adam Baumgartner.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, he's a Giants player, I think. Maybe a pitcher.
I have no idea. Is he not the dude that jumped out of the balloon for Red Bull?
Oh.
Is there that Alex Baumgartner?
Hold on. I have to look up who Adam Baumgartner is.
I got the Hunter Pence, which is like
that is
unfortunate.
Mike Pence's son.
But it is what it is.
Adam Baumgartner. Maybe it's not the Adam Baumgartner. Ike's. It's the...
The first picture is just a really old man.
Okay, it's not the Adam Baumgartner. Dude. It's the
This bread is so fucking good.
Madison. No? Madison Baumgartner. Dude, I don't fucking know. I have no idea who this is.
No, that's what it was.
The Madison Baumgartner?
Yeah, it's like Madison something. Anyways. Mine is turkey, cheddar, pepper jack, red onions, bell peppers, or banana peppers, tomato, pickle, avocado.
Holy shit.
On Dutch Crunch.
God damn.
So good.
Mine is thinly sliced steak, little pieces of habanero, and like a cheddar, and some kind of aioli. It's very good on a Dutch Crunch, which, when it's not been sitting out for an hour, is rather crunchy.
Yeah. Oh, incredible, dude.
Well, here's the scoop, guys. I got a couple goddamn heaters. Not really maintenance woes, but something did happen at my apartment complex. And I know there's an investigation going on.
What? No way.
Yeah, dude, because there's insurance comes into play. All right, so here's the thing. The skinny. I get in the elevator, right? Just chilling. Just hanging out. This is a very dog-friendly apartment complex. There's like a whole dog park, whatever. So there's a lot of dogs, naturally.
There's a lot of dogs.
I get in the elevator, and already there's a girl in the elevator who's got like a little tiny dog. Like a tiny little, I don't remember what kind of dog. It was like one of the tiny ones. And little. And very small.
Muy pequeño.
Muy pequeño. Get in there. She's in there. Great. We go one floor down, the elevator stops. Someone else gets in with a big dog. Like a big aggressive dog. I think it was a pit bull. And all of a sudden, little dogs like to yap. This little dog, they're like sniff each other's butts.
Barked up the wrong tree, didn't it?
This dog takes a little yap at the pit bull. Pit bull goes full on ape shit, dude. And bites this dog. Full on bite. There's blood. There's this whole scuffle. I'm pressed up against the side. I'm like, holy shit. There's this whole scuffle. This dog this pit bull's like biting into this tiny dog.
You're just watching this happen.
The girl's trying to like tear her dog off. The pit bull owner's trying to like tear his dog off.
And this is all happening in a space that's like 4 feet by 6 feet.
Yeah, it's tiny ass elevator.
Amazing.
And like one of the dogs ends up shitting. Like there's blood and dog pee, and like they like fucking express everywhere. You know, they do that little thing where their butthole puckers and like
for sure. I definitely know that.
Yeah. So it's the whole thing is called expressing. Look it up if you love dog buttholes.
If that's your thing.
If that's your thing, if you're into like dog anus. So it's like a whole thing, like it's a mess. Like there are those elevator sheet things that are always on the sides of elevators for some reason. They get torn off. Yeah, for moving. They get torn off. It's like a whole thing. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, the dogs are like screaming. This girl's like crying. Her earring gets torn out. Like it's a whole thing, dude.
Jesus Christ.
It was like a whole thing. And I'm like, oh my God, I just need to get the fuck out of here. I was like, there was nothing I could do. I mean, I'm like, I need to go.
As you're just like running away from these people.
Bye. See you later.
Do I need to be a witness? Absolutely the fuck not. Get me out of here.
Yeah. So I leave. I see this girl like 2 days later with her dog. Dog's got a cast and a cone on. Like it got fucked. Totally.
Wow.
And she was like, I overheard her talking to her friends about like she's waiting to hear back from like this apartment complex's like insurance company and whatever, because it technically like their insurance would cover something like that. Like if a fight happens on your, I don't know insurance technicalities, but like they're liable. Right. So she's like waiting to hear back from their insurance and the person who's attacked their insurance and like her insurance. Like it's like this whole thing. And so like that's currently ongoing. I don't really.
Wild.
I don't know what's happening with
Holy
that.
shit. I hope they don't have to like put that dog down.
I know, because I mean that's what you would think.
Yeah.
That's what has to happen.
And that's always like the bullshit of it, where it's just like you put two wild animals in a small room. Like something's bound to happen regardless of what kind they are. Like Jesus. So sad.
Kind of insane.
Yeah. And you just had to like just watch
I was
it
like,
happen.
oh my God. I mean, like it was a tussle. It was crazy. Dude. I mean, it didn't last very long because the elevator was, but it was scary.
Wild, dude. Did your life flash before your eyes?
Yeah, dude. I couldn't process what was happening. I had to sit in my car for like 5 minutes after that, just sitting.
Just air conditioning blowing, like soft, kind of like just like smooth jazz in the background, just staring straight into your into your windshield.
Yeah, it was terrifying. Dude. So, anyways, there's that.
Fuck.
And then today, unrelated, but something that ticked me off a little bit. I'll let you know. Started the day great, then got a little ticked off. I usually start Sundays great. It's pod day. Yeah. Get to decide what we have for lunch. And then I got ticked off.
And when Nick gets ticked off, he gets real about it.
Oh yeah. So sorry.
God, so good. You can do this.
We'll talk about the food in a sec, but holy shit.
Just so many things we just gotta get through.
All right. I get a call from someone I was truly not expecting to get a call from, and have probably never gotten a call from in my life except for maybe once. Get a call from this person, and they're like, "Hey," I didn't answer. They text me, "Hey," I'm not gonna answer.
Let him go straight to voicemail.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Yeah, I let it ring. I didn't, so there was like plausible, whatever. I could have not been by my phone. I'm always by my phone. Let it ring. Goes to voicemail. He sends me a text. Hey, man. Can you please text me when you get this? With the praying hands emoji. I'm like, what does this guy need? What can he possibly ask me for?
Turns out we have the same blood type and I need a kidney. Please help me.
I'm in the hospital right now. He's like, yo, can you come jump my car? My car won't start. And I was like, huh?
It's always such a bummer when that shit happens.
I was like, man, I mean, like, he lives 2 minutes away. I'm like, yeah, like, I'll put some good karma out in the universe. Like, it would suck. I would want someone to help me as well. It's interesting that he called me, because I know for a fact he lives with 2 other people who have cars and who are home on weekends. And, like, whatever. Maybe he just called me because they weren't answering and I was close. Whatever. I'm not going to fault him. He needed to jump. I would want someone to be there for me if I needed to jump. It's 2 minutes away, so I'm like, fine.
No worries.
I'm like, yeah, man, I'll be over there in like 5 minutes. I drive over. And I'm I'm like, I was like, but I have to go. Like, I have like maybe 15 minutes tops that I can spend here, and then I have to bounce. He's like, yeah, no worries. He's like, I'll be waiting out of my car. Cool. I get there, I text them, waiting for 5 minutes. I'm like, hey man, I'm here. Hey, where'd you park? Hey, what car is yours? Oh, sorry, I took a little nap. What?
What do you mean you took a little
brother,
nap?
you called me 10 minutes ago.
Is he like narcoleptic?
I don't know, man.
Could you imagine he just like sits in the car, immediately passes out?
Oh no. So I'm like, he was like, yeah, I'll be waiting by my car. Not only was he not waiting by his car, didn't tell me where he parked, what kind of car it was. He fell asleep in 5 minutes? I'm confused. I'm like, all right, fine. He's like, yeah, it's it's a Honda. I was like, what kind of Honda? There's like a lot of Hondas. There's a lot of Civics on this block, whatever. He's like, I'm not sure, but it has a lift sticker in the back. I'm like, okay. Find the one with the lift sticker in the back. It's his. I park in front of it, and boy, I'll tell you what. I need to drink some water. I'm surprised that he's able to lift in that car. I feel like there are restrictions for the kinds of cars you can drive and like the condition that they're in.
Yeah.
To drive other passengers. That is not in like passenger carrying condition.
Really? Like
One
it's
of
just
the
fucked up.
one of the side mirrors is zip tied on. And like it's like
Hell yeah.
bumper is off. Like it's like it looks like the inside is dirty. I'm like, I don't
Wow.
know if you can actually lift in this. I mean, maybe he used to, maybe he hasn't in a while, just hasn't taken the sticker off. Whatever. So he's like, yeah, whatever. I was like, do you have cables? He's like, oh, I forgot them at the apartment. So he goes back, gets the cables. I'm like, dude.
Why would you not just have those in your car?
I know. Why do you have the cables out here? When are you going to need jumper cables anytime that you're not in your car?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless you're like torturing somebody with a car battery in your apartment.
Yeah. So already
Sure.
I'm like, man, I have I'm like less than 10 minutes left. I'm like, whatever, should be easy. Jump the car. I just have to leave mine running for a couple minutes, and then he just goes, does his own thing. So.
Car jumping.
Car jumping, you know. So I hook up first of all, I have never jumped something with my new car. I didn't know where the negative terminal was. There is no negative terminal.
You just stick it to
You just stick
else.
it to something else.
Yeah.
And but it has like a dedicated place where you stick it. But I'm like, all right, interesting. I mean, like I knew that you did that on the dead car. I didn't know you could also do that on the car that was jumping. So I had to Google, whatever, it's fine.
Today Nick learned how to do normal things.
Yeah. I mean, like I knew how to jump a car. I thought you had to have it on the negative terminal for the car that was actually running. But anyways, I digress. I pop my hood. He pops his hood. Oh my God.
A match made in heaven.
There was so much corrosion on his terminal. Like literally, I was like, oh dude, this is probably why it's not starting. Like it was like that white crusty like battery acid shit. It was like that, like literally like it looked like a fungus. Like I couldn't see the metal. It was growing over that. I was like, oh my God, like I think your battery might just be shot, dude. You need like a new battery at this point. Like this is not like
Call AAA, bro. What are you doing?
I was like, I can't even see the metal. I'm not gonna be able to attach it to anything. He's like, I just got this battery like a month ago. I was like, there's no way. There's absolutely no way you got this battery a month ago. I refuse to believe that. He's like,
they sold him a corroded battery.
I was like, there's 0% chance that you just got this battery, but whatever. So I'm like, man, we need to clean this corrosion. Like it needs to touch the metal. So he's like, fine. So we like, I'm like trying to chip at it with like a credit card. Like he's like, it's like a rag. Like finally we chip it away just enough to see a little bit of metal. I'm like, I really don't think this is going to work. He's like, no, try it. I'm like, whatever. Try to attach it. It like gets a good clamp and it's touching metal. So I'm like, I guess it's fine. Hook it up to my car, whatever. Then hook his negative thing on the little not the battery, just like the ground. I'm like, all right, I'm going to let my car run for a couple minutes and then you can start your car. Let my car run for a couple minutes. You know, we make small talk, awkward small talk.
With a guy that you haven't talked to
a
in
guy
like
that I've
a year and a half.
literally never talked to, you know, barely have talked to in my life. Bless you. And
Thanks.
so I start my car. I'm like, all right, you should be good. So he starts his car. He like tries to do it. And I hear like, and I'm like, that's very odd.
That was a good
Thank you.
like,
Yeah.
impression.
Yeah. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'm like, that's a really weird sound. And I look at the terminal, his terminal, it's smoking. Because I don't think the current can travel through the corrosion. Like, it's like melting the corrosion or some shit. It's like smoking. I'm like, dude, don't do that again. Let's figure this out. I can already tell we're not gonna be able to do this, but like, let's at least try to clean your thing a little more.
What the fuck, dude?
So I'm like looking up. So like my car is still running. Everything's still attached, right? And I'm like looking up like best way to clean corrosion off a battery terminal, whatever. This dude, while my car is still running, takes the clamps off of his car. I'm like, my God. And then just like sets them down so close to each other.
Oh my God.
I'm like, have you ever done this
blow
before?
your car up?
I'm like, please. I'm like, dude, oh my God, stop right now. I like run to my car. I turn off the engine. I'm like, what are you doing? It's attached to my car. And you're going to make a spark. I'm like, dude, all right, just don't touch these. Let me figure it out. I turn on my car.
Let the adults handle this.
I just disconnect everything. I'm like, I'm like, do you have WD-40? Do you have like anything? Do you have like water? Anything we can use?
Water. Spit on it, dude. Yeah.
So we're like trying to chip it off, whatever. And then he's like, what if we just like do that and then also connect the negative part to the negative terminal? I'm like, we're not gonna do that. That's not how it works. I'm like, because if it sparks, then you're gonna be fucked. Then we're gonna die.
Yeah.
You don't put it on the negative terminal. You just don't do it. He's like, yeah, but what if we tried? I was like, I'm not gonna try to do this right now.
I'm not going to make a bomb.
This is not Mythbusters. Right? This is not the time to do this. It's not the time to experiment with our lives. Like, oh, what if we tried to put it on the negative terminal of the bat? What was it? Fucking Crank 2 High Voltage with Jason Statham? No.
The next thing is to make a backpack and just strap it to your nipples and just run around.
What are we doing? So I'm gonna tell you right now. We can try this maybe one more time. We're not gonna be able to do anything unless you get this corrosion off. And even then, I think it's the battery.
Yeah.
You're gonna
just buy a new one, bro.
Buy a new battery. But I just bought this one. Oh my God, I don't care. Buy a new one. Even if I don't believe you, first of all, but just buy a new one. So he's like, all right. So we try it again, whatever. Still surprised, doesn't work. So I'm like, all right, man, I got a dip. Like, sorry, like, and then I was like, hey, if you still need help with it, like later, just like let me know or something. I'll let you know if I'm available.
As you're trying to be like the nice Midwestern guy, just like, hey man, let me know if you need anything else. And you're like, I'm for sure not gonna call you back, but
I'm gonna be super busy later and for the rest of the week. So like,
and for the rest of my life.
Yeah. So actually, don't call me again. He's like, so then I'm like, all right, yeah, I gotta go. Sorry. So I go and I drive away and I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, but he's not gonna be able to start that car with that battery.
We're just kind of waiting because it's like a little ways down the road. I'm just waiting to hear something just explode. Yeah. And they're like, oh, it's the guy's car. There it is.
He tried to put it on the negative terminal, I see.
Yes. The thing we told him not to do.
Yeah.
Yep,
so
he did that.
So that's what I had to deal with. And then in the middle of that, I get a call from the intercom buzzes, and it was Brian, and he's here, and I'm like, oh fuck, man, I'm really sorry. So then I rushed back. It was just a whole thing. I needed an excuse to get out of there, though. Honestly, I faked a phone call in the middle.
I am nothing more than an excuse for other people.
That
is who I am.
That's my role, and I thrive in that role. Honestly.
And I stick to it.
Yeah, I stick to it.
I know my lane.
Yeah.
And I stay there.
Yeah,
and I do it really damn well.
I do it really well.
Yeah,
I'm a great get out of jail free card.
Yeah,
I really am.
Absolutely.
But I faked a phone call in the middle of that. I will tell you. I'm like, hey, 5 minutes? Okay, cool. Yeah. And he didn't even say like
so loud. Sorry.
He wasn't even like, oh, do you gotta go in 5 minutes? He was just like, all right, so let's keep working. I'm like, and then he's like, maybe if we just keep it on there for like 10 minutes and let it run. I'm like, I'm not gonna let my car run for 10 minutes while I have things to do and maybe charge your battery. Your battery's corroded.
Just get a new battery.
Get a new battery.
They're expensive, but
I'm like,
theoretically you won't have to do it again.
It happens. Like that's what you gotta do. It's what you got to do. You got to maintain your car.
His like lockdown timeline is just so skewed that like he bought this like at the beginning of lockdown and he was like, dude, I just bought it.
It was 3 minutes ago, 3 months ago.
This is a whole other year.
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa. And then he like turns back around and the car like turns to dust and it's like everything around him is just like rapidly aging as he catches
like
up with it.
85 years old. What the fuck?
And you're still just like, well, I wasn't like being serious.
I gotta go.
How did this happen?
I have lunch. I have a lunch.
I gotta go eat lunch.
Yeah. So that's what happened. That was my morning. And now we're here eating some Diggity Dutch Crunch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are. I housed that, dude.
Wow. Brian doesn't eat slow for once. Brian eats
for
fast.
The first time in lunchtime serenade history, I did not eat slow.
Brian eats fast.
What can I say? It's what I got, baby.
That was all bread.
Yeah. It's like that's like the thing is like the Dutch Crunch is so good, but like if you just get a bite where it's all bread, it's like you're eating sawdust.
That is thick as fuck, dude.
That's the one downside. And that's like also the thing too is like they pack it so full of shit that like in transit it kind of slides out.
Yeah.
And just sits in the bag in the container. It's a great sandwich, but it's...
Yeah, exactly. What Brian means by that is it's better if you have it right away.
Yeah.
I mean, as with most things,
it just slides around.
it does.
Really
It settles.
But
You want that separation.
It tastes so good.
Alex is good. That's like a fucking solid 9 out of 10 sandwich.
Yeah. Always a 9
It's
out of 10.
very good. Yeah, if you guys have an Ike's near you, I don't know. Are they anywhere but the West Coast?
I don't know. I don't even know if they're anywhere but LA. I'll be honest.
No, the first time I had it was in Santa Rosa.
Okay, cool. And then it's probably all West Coast then, is my assumption. Because I've only ever had them like here in LA.
Yeah.
There's one in like right by UCLA, and then now there's one in Burbank.
Right.
So cool. Sick.
Ike is a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's like
the
he's
actual guy. Ike is creepy.
Oh, really? Oh, I was gonna say, like, just looking at like the thing, he just kind of looks like off-brand Mr. Clean. Like he auditioned for Mr. Clean and didn't get it, and now he has like a vendetta like against Mr. Clean. Like he's trying to ruin his life.
Yeah.
But he always kind of fucks it up. Kind of like how Sideshow Bob does, you know?
Yeah.
Like he walks in and like steps on like his own trap and like fucks it up, and Mr. Clean's just like there to clean up the mess afterwards, which is just Ike's ripped apart body. He's like, oh well, you know, this is what we use to get blood stains out. It's a
Magic Eraser 2.0.
all it requires is a little spit and love.
I bet murderers love Mr. Clean products.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's like like in John Wick when like the like cleaning crew shows up and they just like take everything away. You know those guys have like a deal with Mr. Clean.
Oh, for sure.
They're like scrubbing bubbles. Like they walk into a Walmart and they're just like, our favorite customers are back. You want your 20% usual? And they're like, yeah, you know us. We got a lot of apartments to clean with like normal people that live there.
Or they run one of those like deep cleaning, carpet cleaning YouTube channels. As like a side hustle, and so they get all these cleaning products for free. They're like, today we're going to be trying out this, and
they
they're always
suck
so
up like the ad revenue is just passive income, and then they just go and actually make millions of dollars cleaning up bodies, all the time. I guess
that's the ideal life right there.
I mean, that's pretty much what YouTube is you just suck up passive income and then go do the shit that you want to do, like cleaning up dead bodies.
Facts.
Or creating them, I guess.
Sorry.
Damn. How did that happen? That was amazing. Holy shit. Not only is Nick a very talented musician and nice on the eyes, but he is also a skilled basketball player.
That was right on your head.
That was right in the center.
That was great.
Dead center. If it was a little bit to the left, I would be dead right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, that's just the precision you can expect from a lunchtime serenade, lunchtime podcast.
I've got like a Death Star like porthole in the top of my head that if anything goes through it, I die. That's it.
It's a very delicate place.
Yeah. I don't know why none of the doctors fixed it. They were just like, yeah, he'll be fine. No one's ever going to touch the top of his head.
No one's going to touch the top of his head.
No one's going to ever give him the old rustle of his hair.
Give him the old, good boy.
Yeah. He's never going to
champ.
mount anything that's going to allow people to touch his head.
But he said he's never going to mount anything. He's never going to let people touch his head. Oh,
How
no.
would that, I mean, like the arms, I guess they could reach. Kind of
could
from
reach.
like bending. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, don't touch my head.
Don't
I'll
touch
die.
Brian's head or he'll die. And that's a fact. All right. So anyways, episode 59. How you guys doing? Brian started a new job. He's crushing life.
That's been fun.
Yeah. He's doing great things. My mom is coming to visit this week.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
It'll be her first time here. She's never visited me here.
Wow, that's gonna be so nice.
So she's coming to visit. That'll be a lot of
love that.
fun. Yeah, I'm very excited. Hello?
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, they're going to get the explosion from the guy who
They're gonna go help your friend out.
Yeah.
They're bringing him a battery.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a whole like motorcade.
It's a whole thing.
And it's
Oh, they
just
turned it off.
like strapped to the back of one of the police cars is just like a red wagon tied with some like string, and it's just got the battery in it. They're like, that's fine.
It'll be all right.
Yeah. They're like, why don't we just put it in the back seat? And they're like, don't you fucking question my authority. And they're like, okay, dang.
Do things here.
And then he gets transferred to a new district.
Yeah.
Because that's how police officers
That's
work.
how police officers work.
If you do something wrong, they just
They
move you somewhere
they
else.
push it under the rug and they're
Yeah,
get out of town for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a vacation on us, huh?
Take this car battery with you.
Yeah, there you go.
Figure out a way to clean it.
What else has been going on this week? A lot of stuff happens. Oh, the Twitch leak. We should talk about the Twitch leak.
Oh yeah, we should talk about
Wild.
that because it's hilarious that
It's so
that
funny.
nobody could figure this out beforehand.
Dude, that's the thing. People were all right. So
All
for
of
those,
this shit's public.
I know.
Well, not public, but like you can figure it out easily.
I mean, and a lot of it is public enough. Like there's twitchtracker.com, which literally like lists it's current active subs. It's insane. So for those uninitiated who aren't too, internet tapped into the internet or just not on this side of Twitter, whatever, there's this like leak. This guy like basically this person hacked Twitch. Whatever that really means.
Which apparently is not very hard.
Yeah, apparently not, because it seemed to just be one person. And then they leaked this thing on 4chan.
I should probably change all my passwords.
Yeah, they should. I think they changed everyone's stream key. You have to put all your new stream key into like OBS and shit like that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they issued everyone a new stream key. So, this person leaked like hundreds of gigabytes of like Twitch GitHub history, like all their code, basically all their source code. And they also leaked a list of streamer revenue, like top streamer revenue, like the top 1,000 or whatever, maybe even more than that, maybe every streamer.
Wild that that's just like kept
in
there somewhere.
I know.
That's
it's
so
crazy.
weird.
All the logs, like they're like dating back from like 2000, like early 2010s or something like that.
Wild. What
like,
the
crazy.
fuck? Holy shit.
So all of that got leaked, and then this website with all the Twitch earnings data got leaked, which is nuts when you look at it. So like it showed, like the user, and then from the past 2 years, from I think August 2019, their earnings, and that's just Twitch earnings. So it was like subs, anything from Twitch itself. So subs and bits,
but donations are
not donations,
direct
because those are
usually
separate.
It's usually through like PayPal or something,
and not sponsors.
Right.
So just subs and bits, and what else can you get money from on Twitch? I think that's it.
Subs
and bits. And people were mad. They were like, "Oh my god, I cannot believe we let these people like earn this much money, like whatever." Like they were surprised.
Yeah. Like how much money these people like make.
They're so. I mean, it's not like they outwardly talk about it. Some of them outwardly talk about it, but it's just like, I mean, you can do the math.
Yeah.
$5 a month.
And that's baseline. You can figure out the minimum amount that they're making off of their subs through literally one multiplication. That's it.
Exactly. A lot of them have little trackers in the top like corner, like, oh, I want this, we're going to reach this sub goal. And it tells you how many subs they're currently at and how many they want. And a lot of them are like, oh, 20,000 subs. I want to hit 25,000 subs. You take 20,000 subs recurring every month, and then the baseline you can get from a sub is $2.50. That's like the minimum. But then there's, there's like tier 2s, tier 3s, and then sometimes you can earn more from the $250, like depending on where you are in the partner program, whatever. But minimum $250 a month times 20,000. I mean, that's $50,000 a month. Yeah.
And then you go up into these other people who like have even more. Yeah. Like XQC sitting at the top of it made $750,000 in September.
Yeah, I know. From 2 years ago, he made I think it was like $8 million or $7 million or something just from Twitch revenue. Yeah. Not from donations, not from sponsors. And sponsors are where most of these people make their money.
Yeah, and not also from like YouTube views and like ad revenue from there too, like uploading their VODs or whatever.
They're crushing it. Yeah. I mean, and it's not really a secret. I mean, it's cool, but people are mad for whatever reason. Yeah. People are like, oh my god, like
it's like how much money these like YouTubers and streamers make.
Right.
And that's the thing. I think like the thing that's annoying is people think that it's like it's not worthy of making that much money. Right. It's like sure, there are like some content creators that like I can agree with, like, but whatever. Like people are still giving them that money, and that's what matters. Right. But people are also like pissed, like especially like Hassan, because they were like, oh, like you're some like leftist streamer, but you just bought a $3 million house in like West Hollywood, and it's just like. Yeah, but he is given that money. Yeah, he is. You guys give him that money. Yeah, and he is advocating for like more taxes and all of the things that like the base that he peddles. Yeah. He is advocating for that. Sure. So it's like it's not that what is he gonna do with it? Just like
I mean, he has
like throw it away.
I know, like he has the money. He has a huge platform, and he's using it to promote the things that he believes in. And it's not like they're not harmful ideologies.
Right.
In fact, they're probably like what a lot of people are also fighting for.
It's like funny too, because you look at it and it's like all these people are like, oh, well, all you do is like play video games all day. And it's like, yeah, but you literally have to be in front of a camera and turned on for 8 hours a day.
Yeah. Sitting down, fucking up your health probably.
Yeah. In some cases, literally every day.
Yeah.
Like there are some streamers who stream 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's insane.
It's crazy.
So like you do that and it's like a war of attrition too, because it's like you have to like grind for like 3 years just to make a point where like, okay, I can now like do this full time and invest it and then make the even more money. But it's like not a lot of people like make it through that like first chunk just because like most people have too much shit to do,
right? Or
like they didn't get into it early enough, or like, you know, oh, you have an actual job that you do, like I understand like the like people being upset, but it's also like it's still a job.
It's a job
that other people are giving money to.
Yeah.
So it's like you think, okay, well, like if I'm only giving them $5, it's like that's not too much. But then you stretch that out over 20,000 people.
Yeah.
You make a shit ton of money. That's just how it is, man.
That's how
do
it
the
is.
math. It's very simple, very easy.
I know. It's crazy. I mean, and I don't know. I don't understand why people are mad. I don't understand why people are thinking like it's like this big new revelation that, oh my God, internet people make money. Like it's crazy. Sorry.
That was funny. Dude, there was I saw this thread that was like there's like no like POC in like the top 30 streamers, and they're going through it and there's like 10 Asian streamers in there, and I'm like, are you not?
A lot of offline TV like Pokimane and Sakuno and like all these people.
Pokimane was like the first woman in the top 30 at like number 20 something.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, so like titty streamers really aren't like taking your revenue.
Right.
And I was like, we knew that.
Yeah.
It's just the people who were mad about it are those like shitty dudes who are mad that women are like actually like bettering themselves.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck those guys.
Yeah.
But it's like, like they need to have a better platform. So to like, you know, like black people of color and stuff like that as well. Like, but it was just like weird that this guy was like, there's no POC up here. And I was like, are you just like not counting Asian people in this? I was like, what are you trying to say here? Because this is weird.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused.
I mean, like Hassan, I guess technically he's a person of color. Like, I mean, all these Asian people, like, it's like, it's people like to cherry pick the things that they get mad at. You know,
it's very strange.
It is,
and it's like I get it. Like everybody can be mad about one specific thing. Like that person had a very understandable and correct viewpoint on it
for sure.
But then it's like, oh, you've now just discredited this whole other section of these other people who are also still like kind of beat down by the system. So it's like I don't know. Yeah, I'm not qualified enough to make a statement on that as a whole, but it's like, hey, maybe we just need to do better to lift all this up
100%
higher 100%. And then not be mad at like other people in those tiers that have done better or worse than maybe somebody else. I don't know. It's just it's weird. I don't get all of the barriers and stuff like that because I haven't had to deal with it, I guess. Yeah. But like, I don't know, it's just strange. Like, hey man.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of like pissed off about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's whatever. It's a thing. Anyways, check it out if you haven't. It's actually very interesting.
So much money.
They make a shitload of money. Ludwig actually did like a stream about it, and he was like, I think it's important to be transparent. Like, they're not trying to hide. Like, that's the most important thing. It's like they're not like being devious with it. Like the streamers, they're not like, oh my God, like no one can know that I'm like making tons of money. Like they know. Yeah. Like, people, they're like open about it. He's like, I think it's important to have a good discourse about it and be like, look, this is how much we're making. Like, I get it. It's an insane amount of money. It's disgusting. But like, this is why it's important to have these conversations, whatever, this and this and this. And like, this is what we can do about it, whatever.
That's a pretty good way of doing that.
Yeah.
Probably the best thing that could come out of it.
Yeah. It was pretty interesting. But, cause then what he did was also like, well, look, this doesn't show the donations and sponsors. So let me show you the donations and sponsors, and let me show you how this kind of levels out. And he also did like a lot of cool like Twitch math. Like you guys can easily figure this out, blah, blah, blah. But he made, so I think he was number 6 or something like that. And from 2 years ago, just with the Twitch revenue, I think it was like 3.5 million or something like that.
Insane.
And then he's like, but like
for the year, right?
For the past 2 years. So it's like,
okay.
So 2 years of revenue, like $3.5 million. But he's like, well, this is how you can split it up. Also, he's like, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Like, he's like, I'm not doing this to flex. I'm not doing this for, any kind of like, big dick measuring contest. But like, this is you know, it's not just this. Like, he's like, so here's all the donations and here's like all the sponsor money, whatever, and he's like, that doesn't count YouTube. That doesn't count literally any other streams of revenue. That doesn't count my merch line. That doesn't count anything else. He's like, it was another $4 million from donations and sponsors. Sponsors were, I think, 3 million of it.
Fuck, dude.
Crazy.
Holy shit.
Crazy.
Good for him. That's insane, dude.
I mean, that's, you know, that's a number 6. Like, there's the people above him, there's the people below him, and they're all doing crazy numbers, dude.
And that's the thing too, is like, you know, you look at it and like, okay, you know, to like buy a game or something like that, you have to go pay $60 for it. Whereas this person who has entertained you for a month, you just give them $5.
Right.
So it's like, cool. You just like gave them a coffee in a way, but then you have all of these other people doing it. So it's like, at like the lower levels, sure.
Right.
Like, you're like, okay, whatever. Like, they're just having fun or whatever. Right. But then once you get to the people who are like, this is my business. I am my business.
Right.
And
it's like LLC. I'm like doing this. And
I'm paying myself out through a company that I own and I was doing all of this stuff.
I have mods that I pay. I have editors that I pay. I have this that I pay. Like, it's a whole fucking business.
Yeah. And that was the thing. Like, my brother texted me and he was just like, I'm amazed that people like don't understand the cost of running a business.
Right.
And I was like, because they don't think that it is a business.
Right. Because they see one person sitting in front of their camera and they're like, wow, this person makes $3 million and they're sitting in their underwear playing fucking RuneScape.
They have a manager. They probably have an agent. They have representation.
They have an accountant.
They have their editors,
PR people. They have all kinds of shit.
They have probably for like each one of like the top 10 streamers or something, they probably have about 10 people behind them doing all of the administration stuff. So it's like they are running businesses.
Right. I mean,
and that is the cost of running a business.
Right. It's not $3.5 million worth of profit. I mean,
it's revenue.
It's revenue. Yeah. It's revenue. There's taxes that come out of that. There's payroll that comes out of that. There's, you know, operating costs. There's, you know.
And I'm sure those editors are probably not getting paid as much as they should.
But probably not. I mean,
that's something else to talk about.
That's a whole other thing.
Yeah. But it's just weird, man. It's so interesting. And like, that's the thing is like now like the number one most like coveted job for like children is no longer like astronaut or fireman. It's like it's like vlogger.
Yeah.
That's like what YouTuber. They want to be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird because now it's like, okay, cool. We're going to get like inundated with this stuff where it's like, you know, the cream obviously rises to the top, but it's like, you're going to have all of this like weird mid-tiered stuff that's just going to collapse.
Yeah. 100%.
So I'm waiting for the bubble to burst due to oversaturation.
Oh, it will soon.
And it's wild. So, but that was the thing too, is like during like talks with studios and stuff like that, they're starting to do a lot more like short form content because like people only want like 10-minute YouTube videos. So they're like, how do we make TV shows that are like that?
Right.
And that's like, you know, kind of happened in like the early 2000s when we had things like The Regular Show and Adventure Time that were only like 10 minutes long for an episode. So it's like we're trying to kind of like build this model of like, we just need a story that hits 10 minutes. That's all we need now. Yeah. And it's weird.
It is wild.
Very strange.
I mean, like everything, it's crazy because we moved from short form to like long form. Like I remember when YouTube videos were like a 10-minute YouTube video was so long.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to watch all that. Like everything was like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And then I saw like for the first time, I saw like a YouTube video that was like, well, you actually couldn't upload videos that were longer than 10 minutes on YouTube. You didn't used to be able to. 10 minutes was the limit.
That's wild. Fuck.
Yeah. I used to upload videos on YouTube when I was like young, like very young. I didn't know how to edit. I would just like raw from the camera, straight from the SD card onto YouTube.
Hell yeah.
And I couldn't edit. I didn't know how to edit. So I made a YouTube or a Rubik's Cube tutorial.
Nice.
Right.
Very on brand.
But I couldn't do it like succinctly, and I also couldn't edit it. So it was like 3 parts long. Each part was 10 minutes, and it was like one 30-minute video, but I had to split it up into 3 uploads.
Jesus.
Yeah. So that they didn't used to allow that, and then they all of a sudden they started allowing it. Whatever, there was no time limit. And then for the first time on YouTube, I saw like something that was like 40 minutes long. I'm like, what? And then everything, commentary videos, 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
movie reviews and stuff like that hit 20 minutes, 30 minutes even sometimes.
Easily. And I'll sit and watch that shit. Like I'll eat it up.
Yeah, me too.
And I remember, and now with like 40-minute videos are like the norm. But now I think, like you said, we're trying to go back to shorter form content. And it used to be that 10 minutes on YouTube was like the length where you could start putting more ads on it and making more from ad roll or pre-ad revenue. And now they've shortened that to like 7.5 or 8 minutes. So like we're moving back down to short form
Jesus.
things.
It's also funny too, because like every time it changes, people are like, oh, like the algorithm is fucking us as creators. And it's just like, well, you guys are also kind of fucking the algorithm.
Yeah.
Because like they're trying to make an algorithm that like comes back and supports like what the trend is that you guys are doing.
Right.
And then because of that, everybody else has to then adapt to what was already happening. So it's like this weird like catch-up game that like constantly happens on YouTube. And it's just weird, man.
It is weird.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
And then like people get pissed about it and they're like, oh, I hate this platform. And it's like, but that's also your life.
Right.
So it's like, what are you going to do? Just like
adapt and overcome, homie.
I guess.
I
don't know, man. I'm not in that realm. I always like wanted to be as a kid. And like now that I'm like moving on in life, I'm like, I'm kind of glad that I'm not in that. Yeah. Like it just
now that you kind of know more about it from the inside.
Yeah.
Like it's just
And like just the hustle and the grind is just not something I want to fucking deal with. I love like making my shit and I love doing that. Yeah. But I like doing it like on my own time.
Totally.
And like having to crank out a 10-minute video every day or like every other day, whatever the fuck your upload schedule is, sounds like hell.
Sounds horrible.
Do not want to do that.
No. Yeah, it's people really like glamorize the like grind till you die lifestyle, and it's like
it's very American.
I don't get it. I'm like, why do you want to do that? That sounds so unpleasant.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, but you get to like reap the benefits. I'm like, yeah, but then you're at like some weird rave party high off your mind and you're answering fucking work emails. Yeah. Like what?
There's other ways to do it. There's other ways to be successful. I mean, like, yeah, sure.
Rob
for
a
some
bank.
people it works.
Rob your great aunt.
Yeah.
All of this is going to be robbery. I'm going to be honest with you. All
invent
of my
a time
suggestions.
machine, go back to 2005 and buy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And just wait.
Yeah. Buy a fuck ton of it, dude. And that's how I know that time travel isn't real. Is that nobody's done that.
No one's done that. That's a fact.
Well, I guess we could just not hear about it.
We couldn't. They may also not be here yet because maybe Bitcoin's going to go up like a shitload more, and they're just like, I'm just going to wait a little more.
Yeah.
Before
maybe we just like aren't worthy of time travel. You know.
That's true.
People were like, "Fuck the early 2000s, man."
Yeah. Fuck the early 2000s. You know what's
I'm
insane?
gonna go back to 4000.
Oh. Back to 4,000. Oh shit.
Yeah, because they're like way off.
They're
in
like
that
way
distance,
out into like 6,000.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn, year 4,000 is gonna be absolutely insane, dude. That's gonna be a movie. Dude, my life in 4,000 is gonna be a fucking movie.
Oh god, the Jonas Brothers song.
Year 3000. Is that what it was? Yeah.
Yep. Oh that much has changed, but they live underwater.
Yeah.
Which is actually the premise of a comic series called Low.
Called what?
Low. Basically, the Earth, like, you know how like the sun, when it's about to die, it's gonna expand and shit.
Yeah.
So it's at that stage, and like it started to expand. So like
tight.
Earth has been like kind of like burned.
Yeah,
so they all live underwater.
That's kind of hype, actually.
That's
I like
pretty
that.
cool.
I'm gonna check
all
it out.
All watercolors. Wonderful story.
With that.
Yeah.
Low. All right, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah.
What's insane because I was going through my emails, like, because my inbox was very full. I got the alert from Google. It was just like, you have only a little bit of space left.
Well, anytime that like you try to show me something on your phone and it's your home screen, and I see how many fucking like notifications, both like text and emails you have, it stresses me out.
It's stressful. Yeah, I try not to think about it.
So you just do like a purge every year.
Yeah,
and you're like all right.
Every once in a while, I'll just like go through. I hadn't done it. I mean, I had never cleared my emails. You get like 15 gigs of storage on Gmail, and with fucking text and images, you're not going to fill that up very fast.
Right.
But I've had this account since like 2013, and so it's been almost 10 years. And they're like, hey, you have only a little bit of storage left to like start clearing stuff out. So I was like, fuck. So within like 3 hours, I just like went back. I didn't want to clear them all because like, what if there's like something, you know, a cute email or whatever from like, you know, my mom sends me cute emails sometimes. I don't want to delete them.
From your high school girlfriend that you still like aren't really over.
Yeah,
and you're
exactly.
like, well, what if I want to like, you know, reminisce? Like, bro, you were 14.
Yeah, and she's married now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
She has children.
Yes.
Also,
over
why
it.
the fuck was she sending you emails?
Yeah, bro.
We had phones.
And you sat next to each other in English. Write each other a note.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You fucking loser.
Jesus Christ.
So I was going back and, you know, just clearing stuff out. Just like very interesting to see what my life was like, you know, a long time ago. But I saw
via email.
Yeah, via email. Like, what kind of emails was I getting? Like, what kinds of things was I enrolled in? Like, you know, whatever. And I saw this email that was like a weekly Bitcoin report or weekly like crypto report. Bitcoin was $52.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts.
And it literally said back then, it's like, Bitcoin is booming. Now's the time to get in. $50 fucking.
Oh God. If only, dude. If fucking only.
Are you shitting me right now?
God.
It's gone up 1,000 times since then. Which is 10,000%. It's fucking nuts.
It's fucking crazy, dude. I'm still like, I just don't give a shit about it. Yeah. I'm just like, at this point,
I'm like, fucking whatever.
The ship sailed and I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm still on an island. Everything's fine.
I don't want to deal with trying to get into it and learn it now. Everyone is so far ahead of what they know with it that I don't even want to try to catch up.
And let me try to like buy one Bitcoin for $25,000. Like, no, I'm not going to do that.
I'm good.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
One Bitcoin is worth more than my car. Fuck that.
It's insane. Yeah, no. People are like, I'm not like into it, but I'm not like I know enough about it
to be informed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an internet thing.
Exactly.
We're internet people.
We're like informed about it. But then like every like few weeks, I'll see a term that I've never heard of in my life. And people are like, yo, this is we need to like start thinking about this and the implications that it has about this and how this ties into blockchain and this and that. I'm like, how the fuck are you guys doing this?
And then you're all like, this is all fake.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm like,
you know this, right?
Yeah. I'm like, I can't figure this. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I've learned enough about. I thought that was it. You buy coin go up, coin go down. You keep coin, you sell coin, you make money, you lose
It's just
money.
like stock market.
I thought that's what it was. But I'm like, I can't.
It's exchange rates that are based solely off of like
speculation.
How much money that you put into it. So it's so weird. It's like if this loses value, then this loses value too. It's weird. It's just weird.
It's goofy, and I don't understand it, and I don't understand the trending, and I don't. It's wild. So I've just decided I will be on the periphery.
Yeah.
I can't jump into this right now.
That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got too much other shit to worry about. There's probably a strike going to happen in the next couple of months. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Oh yeah, that's something we should probably talk about too. It's like it's interesting because like we always talk about just like internet shit because that's like our interest, but then it's also like, oh, but we both like sit in an industry that just like has a lot of shit going on all the time.
Fill us in.
So yeah, I mean, IATSE, we voted at 98%.
IATSE stands for
the International Association of Theatrical Stage Technicians? Something like that? I don't know.
Like
Anyways, it's the majority of the people who are below the line in the film and television industry. The below the line basically means that you are not like making creative or business decisions. So you are making the content, not necessarily like marketing it. So like above the line is directors, producers, writers, sometimes actors, kind of depends how that works out. But IATSE is kind of the union for all of us. And in a 95% voter turnout of everybody in it, they voted 98% yes to authorize a strike.
Wow.
Yes.
Holy shit.
They had not heard from the producers union like probably 10 days before like that had happened. So they were like, yeah, like they just are not responding to us. That happened and they went back and immediately had another negotiation like the day after.
Wow.
And like negotiations are going back and they're like, we're seeing progress. It's just not that good. So like we'll probably see what happens, but I have a feeling that like probably in the next month or so it might happen.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. And it'd be insane because it's the
what
first
are the implications of that?
Hollywood shuts down.
Wow.
Everything. The only thing you have are writers, but you have nobody that can make anything for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. And the thing is too is that like so all these productions and like studios and stuff like that have contracts with the union. So like they can only hire union eligible people. And if the union strikes, they're going to know who goes to work and like crosses the picket line. And there's actually like huge legal repercussions to that.
Really?
Because like you are technically like you are technically obligated as like a member of the union to do as like the voting body recommends. Sure. So like if you cross over it, like they can sue you.
No shit.
Yeah. And then like the studios can be sued by the unions as well if they go over it. And like I've just been hearing like a lot of like crazy things of people being like, oh, like I've heard like producers talking about going to like film schools to like hire like seniors in their MFA program to come like do their shows.
They're not in unions, right?
Yeah. And I'm just like, but they don't know what the fuck to do.
Right.
That's like we had that
horrible idea.
Yeah, we had that string of like shitty TV episodes in 2008 to 2010 during like the Writers Guild strike. And it's like, okay, but now what happens when everybody is out? Because it's the first time that it's not just a guild, it's the entirety of IATSE.
Wow.
So everybody who makes stuff, it's done.
And why is this?
Mostly because there was a good faith contract that happened in like the early 10s when streaming started happening, where they were like, we will provide our services at a discounted rate to the studios to see if streaming will work.
Okay.
Obviously, it has worked.
Sure.
And all of these studios have made record profits, like more money than they have ever made through broadcasting, through streaming. And they will not change the contracts. And they were like, we gave this to you as like a fist bump of like, we'll see what happens and then we'll talk about it later. And they're like, well, it's still experimental.
No, it's fucking
And they're
not.
like, it's not. It's not. Clearly not. So like, there's a whole thing with that. That's the big thing because that pays into like pensions and stuff like that. And then the other one is kind of like turnaround time. So like you're having people who are going to set at 4 p.m. and then working until 6 a.m. the next morning. And then they have to be at set at noon. So like you have people who are like only gone maybe 6 hours and we're just like burning them.
Holy shit.
So like there's a lot of stories of like PAs having to like run to and fro like all around the city and like going over medians because they fell asleep while driving and shit like that.
Oh my God.
So like they're like, hey, we need to have like bigger periods of time so that people can rest more. We need to make sure that we're actually breaking for lunch when we're supposed to break for lunch.
Wow.
And we need to make sure that like we're not making people work like Fraturdays and like fucking 17-hour shifts anymore.
Sure.
So like it's the whole thing of being like, hey, you're killing these people because you want things to happen faster so that you can make more money. Right. And we did you a solid up here. Now you're not giving us this same thing. So fuck you. That's kind of the main thing from the IATSE perspective of it. And yeah, man, it's kind of fucked. So
that's super fucked.
Yeah, like I have so many horror stories of like my friends in production who have like pulled, like 14 to 15 hour days and then been back on set in 6 hours or had to drive, talent to the airport so that they could fly to the next location or something like that. Or, people who have like fallen asleep and like there's photos of just like people like just sleeping around set like during their lunch breaks because they just don't have time to sleep anywhere else. Right. And so it's just wild because like the accelerated timeline of having to get content out has made production time shorter, which means that every day is longer. So because of that, like it's just like crushing people. Sure. So they're like, hey, we need to like elongate this maybe a little bit. But it's been interesting because like there's been like a lot of like change enacted already just from like producer sides and like some directors where they're just like, yo, I just didn't fucking know. Yeah. And like there is like a good amount of ignorance on that side, which like you can't really fault them for. Like they're not in that position, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of that of them being like, oh shit, like I didn't realize that. Like we'll try to do that better. And like the shows have gotten better because the showrunners are like, oh shit, like yeah, let me make this effort to make it better for you.
Okay, well that's good.
So like we've seen like a little bit of that, but it's still not like coming from like the top down, and that's the problem. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
Fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild times. Wild times just in general, and then to like be part of like all of this happening. Because like I get like text messages like every week from like some like local 700 person like volunteer to like make sure people know, and I'm like, bro, I didn't even know this thing that you're telling me right now was happening. Yeah. So fuck, let's do. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Okay. And this includes like a lot of like live stage technicians and stuff too. Really? So like people who like run like sound and stuff for festivals, like a lot of those people are under IATSE contracts.
Oh, I was not aware of that.
Yeah, so like even like live performances and stuff like that could be impacted. It's mostly just from this side, just because it's under like the basic bargaining agreement, which is only a specific group of people who sign that contract. So like live performances might not be under that contract, which. From what I've heard is the case, but a lot of those people are kind of in both sides. Yeah. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. Wow. So, and now is kind of the time where it's like, okay, we need to do it while things are opening back up, because if we just go back to it, like no one's going to do anything. Yeah, no, of course. Like right now we have a lot more power.
Of course.
And that's the beauty of unions.
I mean, yeah, dude, fucking unions. That's great.
And that, everybody, is the update from the film world, I guess.
Damn. That's crazy. I had no idea. I mean, like, I guess most people who are not involved in that have no idea. Yeah. That's wild.
Exactly. And like we voted for it, and then I started a union job.
I was gonna say.
So I was like, cool.
I was gonna say, wait,
but
let's see what
sign the contract and everything. So if we strike, they can't fire me. Yeah. So whatever.
Let's go.
And that's the beauty of it. So yeah, it's interesting because like you can strike, and that job will still be there because they can't just like fire you and hire somebody else because that's a breach of the contract. Right. So. You win some, you lose some.
Shit.
It'll be interesting.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Let's all keep updated on the IATSE happenings.
Read some articles, reach out to your fucking production friends if you got them, see what's going on. Just be informed. It's nice to know.
Wow.
A lot of this stuff is very interesting, and like people are just like, oh well, like all these greedy people like want more money. It's like, no, these are the people who are like not getting paid minimum wage and shit like that. Like these are the people who are like your everyday, like they're the blue collar folks of the industry.
Yeah.
So it's like, this isn't like, you know, I don't want to say the Writers Guild were like, you know, those types of hoity-toity people, because like they were also getting fucked by those contracts. Right. But like, you know, it's different when it's like you're making, you know, 5,000 to 7,000 a week versus making 1,100 a week.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So it's just different, man.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, shit. Thank you for the update.
Yeah. We'll put like a little like this week in.
Yeah, this
like,
week in
weird TV news is just shit that I'm being told through the internet.
Dude, that's why I had no idea that it literally was just like, if this happens, like nothing happens.
Yeah,
like,
it is shut down. Because all they'll have are like writers, producers, directors, and maybe some actors. They won't have anybody to run anything else.
No editors, no.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no camera crews, no gaffers and
lighting,
electricians.
Right.
Like nothing. No art department. Nothing. Yeah.
Everything's gonna look like a student film in 2023.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like a one-person film, just like really shitty.
You imagine? Everything's filmed on an iPhone. Yeah. It's just some kid with like a shitty gimbal, being like, "Oh yeah, like this is we're gonna get an Oscar for this."
God,
that'd be so funny,
so
dude.
So funny. They try to make a whole feature-length film. The next Marvel movie is just like...
Could you imagine like some kid at USC just being so fucking stoked to give that opportunity to fucking cross a picket line?
Yeah.
Like, all right, bro, like if you succeed here, sick. But you are dead in the water after everybody comes back.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everybody's going to fucking hate
Everyone's
you.
going to know. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, oh, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't touch him. With a
it's funny. Pole. It's a small industry, man. It really is.
Oh, sure.
It really
I know.
is.
I believe it, dude.
And that's the thing, like that shit like goes around. Like if people hear that like you suck, like just as a person, no one's gonna work with you.
I firmly believe
it's wild, dude.
We've got a relationship advice for you, but before that, something weird happened this week. It's not like weird enough to warrant a whole story, but just like in passing, this guy that I went to college with, that I like had a lot of mutual friends with, but didn't really actually know him. But like a lot of people that I know him. Like my sister knows him.
Wild.
Emma
what the
knows
fuck?
him. Like knows him well. And I was like, all right. But so I know of him, but I don't know him personally.
Okay, sure.
I get a notification on Facebook that says this person invited you to their Halloween party, and I was like, all right. I figured it was just like he just went down his friends list and just click, invite all. And I was like, oh, I'll check it out for shits. I'm like, he's probably still like, I didn't know if he was still in Indiana. I don't know what the deal is. I just like, I'll check it out.
Fly back to Indiana to go to a Halloween party, dude.
To this person that I don't know.
Yeah, just some guy.
So I check it out because I, for some reason, was bored, and I normally wouldn't click on something like that, but I was like, whatever. I click on it, and the address where it's being held, lo and behold, is this building.
No way.
And I was like, what the fuck?
You messaged him. You're like, homie, I live above you.
I was like. It was just like his address is mine flipped. He's 204.
Wild.
I was like, well, I thought I was tripping. I thought that said my address at first, and I was like, oh, this is just like where I'm coming from. Like I was like, but where's the party?
Facebook's so good that they're just like, we know where you live.
Yeah. I was like, this is weird as fuck. So then I messaged him. I was like, or I commented on the post. I was like, wait, is this like, do you live in this building? I was just like, wait, do you live at whatever the building's called? And I was like, I live here too. I'm tripping out. Like, is this where it's being held? And he's like, yeah, dude, like I'm in this room. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I live here. And he's like, yo, what the fuck? And then some other dude that I went to high school with or college with messaged me. He's like, yo, wait, I live in this building too. So there's 3 people, or at least 2 other dudes that I don't know, but know of well enough and have like hundreds of mutual friends with on Facebook that just live below me.
That's so funny, dude.
Really weird.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Like that small world shit. I love it.
So small.
I love that so much.
Maybe I'll stop by. I'm going to be like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, you make them come to you because you don't want to go to the party. You're like, hey, why don't you come say hi? They're like, what?
I'm kind of hosting a party right now.
Like, yeah, no, I know.
No, come say hi.
Yeah,
just like,
just
up floor.
Yeah,
just floors, you can walk up the stairs.
Yeah,
I'll meet you at the top of the stairs.
There's an elevator right outside your door. Just pop in.
So, very odd that
That's
happened.
funny, dude.
But
I love that.
All right, let's get right into the relationship advice. All right, this one's This one, we're helping someone out in this one.
Okay.
I, 32 male, befriended a coworker.
Bad start.
31 male. We've been friends for... We've been friends for around 3 years. He's very outgoing and has many friends, so I assume he's a nice guy and isn't interested in me in the same way that I am with him. Still, we get a coffee every Tuesday and Thursday morning and interact outside of work. Examples of this are dinner, coffee, trivia, and general conversation. After we got to know each other a bit better and truly became friends, he had the privilege to meet my cat, whose name is Prince. Lol. He had the privilege to meet my cat.
The privilege.
That's funny.
That's funny.
He's an orange tabby cat with a lot of fur and fluff. My
Good
friend
for him.
instantly started fawning over him and talking about and showing me pictures of his old cat named Pinto Bean, who passed away.
Aw.
Now onto the event in question. I recently went on a trip with my mother to visit some cousins out of state. We planned to be gone for about 4 days. I decided to ask my friend to pet sit since he loves Prince, and unlike my other friend, he's an experienced cat owner. I warned him about how I had some cameras in my house, and he said he wasn't bothered by them, and if I wanted to check in on how things are going, that would be okay with him. A little odd, but
yeah,
like I
guess this guy might not be super in tune with how this guy is feeling about it. But like if I knew that like this person liked me, I might feel a little weird about being in a place that has cameras that they can just pop in on.
Yeah.
That's just me personally.
I was very grateful for this and offered to pay. However, he said spending time with Prince was payment enough. So I gave him the rundown of Prince's schedule, where his food is, favorite toys, blah, blah, blah. I mentioned that Prince is shedding and leaving a lot of hair so he could brush him only if he wanted to. He said he would, but I still decided to give Prince a good brushing before I left. On the third day of the trip, he texted me saying he was going to try and brush Prince. He loves being brushed and will roll over and let you brush his tummy, but he's never been brushed by anyone other than me, so I was a little worried.
What a guy.
I tried to ignore it, but after a few minutes, I decided to check on the camera to see how he was doing with him. I could see at the edge of the screen where they were sitting and could hear them easily. I only checked for a few seconds, but that was all that I needed. I'm not sure what causes coincidence, but that's when I heard my friend say, in between his other compliments to Prince, "Oh, you're such a handsome boy, just like your daddy. Aren't you such a handsome boy?" My heart stopped hearing that. I can't stop thinking about it. Does it mean anything? Could he possibly be attracted to me in the same way that I am to him? Should I bring it up to him? What would you do in my situation?
All right, first off, don't fucking bring up
that
you watched that on a camera.
Don't bring that
even though he is aware of that. That's fucking weird, man.
Yeah, don't bring it up.
I don't know. I think like if you are attracted to said person and you now have confirmation
that they are attracted to you.
Yeah, at least in some kind of capacity, right? Like he's at least recognizing that you are handsome to him. Right. So kind of makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you might as well just like ask.
The thing is, like,
don't bring up the camera thing. Though.
Don't bring up the camera thing. Don't bring up the camera thing. But like now, I mean,
now you can just
it seems like
hey,
this
man.
guy's into you a little bit. Like, just be like, oh, like, hey, do you want to? I don't know. I mean, you guys are already very good friends. It sounds like,
right?
I mean, you already have dinners and stuff together. I mean, I feel like the logical next step. I mean, it wouldn't be weird if you asked him to it. Like a dinner that was maybe a little more fancy or a little more romantic. It wouldn't be weird if you guys like spent one-on-one time like at each other's houses. Like it seems like a natural progression. It wouldn't be out of left field if you asked him to do something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
I like how we're saying this as if this guy's gonna watch this.
Yeah. Like, hey man, just let you know. This is what we think you should do.
This is what we think you should do.
That's just so funny. Like I think, dude, are you okay?
Did I drop water again?
Yeah. Are you good?
I don't know.
It's just like not going in your mouth.
I don't know what's happening. I'm worried.
Fucking now your mouth's getting corroded.
Yeah. All right, we're fine. It's not bad.
Yeah, man. I just fucking ask him out.
Just ask him out. You know.
Just ask him out.
Just be like, hey, man. Do you want to go? I don't know how you'd ask. How do 32-year-old people ask each other out?
I don't know. That's like, it's weird because that's like 5 years away from me. But I'm also just like, what happens?
Yeah,
then?
what do you do?
I already didn't realize like the difference between being like 22 and 26. Like now I'm just like, oh, this is weird as shit. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, ever. And now it's like, okay, but you're in your 30s. How do you ask someone?
How do people in their 30s even talk?
Do you just go like, hey, do you want to get a drink?
Thou like to be exclusive with me? Like
everybody's just at a Ren fair once you hit 30. Like you're just always fucking like dressed to the nines as a fucking princess or some
all
shit.
Those like fancy like George Washington things and then like a
George Washington things.
The wigs.
Oh, the wigs.
The wigs. What are they called?
The George Washington things.
What the fuck are they called?
They're powdered wigs.
Powdered wigs. Yeah.
I got
powdered
you.
wigs. Yeah.
Dude. Oh my God, that's so funny. I'm calling him George Washington.
George Washington.
That's so funny. They still wear that shit in the UK.
Stop. No, they don't.
Yeah, like actual
Like
lawyers.
Parliament?
Yeah, like lawyers will throw them on like for like law.
Like for cosplay?
Yeah, basically.
They actually do
cosplay
law.
as lawyers in the UK. There are no actual lawyers.
There's just people who are really good at dressing up and
Yeah.
faking they like know enough about the law.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
The law doesn't actually exist in the UK. It's just whatever the guy in the George Washington thing says is true.
Yep. It's just however he's feeling that day. You
Yeah.
know? He's like, you know what? Death penalty.
Yeah.
And they're just like,
Fuck
whoa.
Oh, hold up. He just said I was a handsome boy. There's no need to get it.
He was just brushing his belly. I don't know what the fuck.
I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
What's going on here?
Damn, there's no lawyers in the UK. That's fucking crazy. Sorry for everyone across the pond who doesn't have a lawyer.
Yeah, it is what it is. But you know, so maybe read your law book.
Maybe read your law book.
Do you guys have law books?
I don't think they don't have laws. There's no laws in the UK. They don't exist.
They just have like a very strict and like loose. That's
like
the opposite of each other. Yeah, like
strict
it's
and
just
loose.
just the society has just come together and they're just like, this is how we're doing it.
Yeah.
It's like just always on the verge of complete collapse.
Yeah.
But they've got
some enough people decide to follow the guidelines every day.
Yep.
That they're like fine enough.
Yep. They're like two dudes fucking something up away from just like having a purge.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's all the time. Because the UK doesn't have laws. Ireland, they have laws though.
Ireland has laws.
They have
the UK,
actual lawyers.
I mean, they're like a separate thing.
They've got like their shit figured out. The UK is just like, we got a queen still, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. She wears a fancy George Washington.
Yeah, she lives in the middle of the city because that's smart.
That's where queens live.
Yeah.
You know, nice
Just in
and
the
away
middle.
from people.
Yeah. But they put her in just like a fucking house.
Really?
No, I mean it's a big ass
like a castle.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, I mean it looks like a compound, like
okay.
kind of like a community college, like a
Interesting.
fancy community college.
All right.
The castles are outside of London.
Sure.
Buckingham is just like a
like a
rectangular building.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's wild.
it's very weird.
I've never been there, but I'll have to check it. Oh my god.
Bless you.
Ow.
So much just happened. What
Hey guys. Wow, that really hurt. I hurt my knee and my face.
Nick is a hurt little boy.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 59 of Lunchtime Serenade podcast. We hope you learned a lot. Hey man, if you're watching this, I hope that you ask out your friend, and I hope that by the time you watch this on Wednesday, he's more than a friend.
Yeah.
So
And that you're all petting Prince and telling him how handsome he is together.
just like his daddies.
And you both are
Just a pair of daddies.
probably at least moderately handsome to have somebody that might be interested in you. So congrats
Facts.
on
Hey,
being
congrats.
at least moderately handsome
Congrats. Yeah.
and having a cat.
Yeah. Two things we can all strive for.
Yeah. Baby steps.
We will catch
I
you
got one of
guys. Yeah, exactly. We'll catch you guys next time. Middle of the day,
Middle of the week. Peace.